Josephine Williams.
Nope, Joey Dalton.
Welcome to Friendly Point.
Episode 29.
Jay Dizzle.
Yes.
What's coming up on this month's show?
We have some exclusive Total Warhammer news.
Lovely. How exclusive?
Legit exclusive.
How exciting?
The most exciting.
Good.
We have some Lords talk with Andy Hall.
We'll talk Lords.
We've got some tactic talk with me.
We'll talk tactics.
But right now, it's arena news with James Given.
Jimmy Gibbs.
Take it away.
Now.
Well guys, it's been a busy week for Total War Arena. We finally marched into closed beta. So what does that mean? I mean, closed beta can mean lots of things, but for Total War Arena it means we've got a new commander, Armenius, new faction, Barbarians, and a new map as well, and a whole host of other changes as well. So let's go on straight from the top. Barbarians are here. We've only got to about tier 3 right now, so you've got tier 1 cavalry, all the way up to tier 3. We've also got Axemen, first time we've had Axemen in the game. They're all kind of like light and medium infantry, and they've got things like cut off heads and so forth to like minus everyone's attack abilities, so they're really very ferocious, especially in the woods where they excel, being light infantry as they are. So to lead them, we've got Armenius, the first barbarian commander into Total War Arena. Now what does he bring to the table? He brings loads of abilities, and some of my favourites at least are Frenzy, where you increase your attack, but you also suffer quite a bit in defense. So it's kind of like if you can hit them from behind, for example, do a hell of a lot of damage, but if they start targeting you, then you're going to start taking damage just as quick. Also Infiltrate. Now this ability is one of my favorites. You look like, you can turn it on and you look like the other team. So you can start sneaking behind, take out artillery, and just become a complete nuisance, which it's kind of the hit and run style of the Barbarians. Along with this, we've also had the new map, which is Rubicon. Now Rubicon, obviously classic, Caesar crossed over, Dyer's Cast and everything on the way to bring down the Republic and start the Empire. It's a very simple map, river crossing, something which I'm sure the Total War fans out there are well used to playing in abundance. So with this, the bases are very close to each other. We have watchtowers on one side and watchtower on the other, in the corners. And really, it's one of our closest maps that we've had. So you pretty much get into the action straight away. That's all we got for Total War Arena in this episode of Rally Point. We are now live in Russia and in Europe with American servers coming very soon. So keep your eye on our social media for more news.
So we have been really, really busy lately, and I mean f***ing busy. EGX, Igramir, Gamescom in Cologne in Germany. We've been all over the place showing you guys Total War Warhammer, and in some instances actually letting you get hands-on with the game yourself. But despite the fact we've had so much overwhelmingly fantastic feedback from you guys, we are, and our cockles are warmed, don't get me wrong, we are still really excited because we're still in pre-alpha and we haven't shown you guys the half of the game yet.
Yep, and we've been flooded with questions as to whether we're going to have any of the other armies from the Warhammer Fantasy Battles world, and the answer is a resounding yes.
I believe it is. So as those of you who've been paying attention will know, we have 4 main playable races in Total War Warhammer. That is Empire, Dwarfs, Greenskins,
What else?
Vampire Counts.
Yeah, it is.
But you can rest assured that if your favourite race is not covered, then we plan to cover off all of the major armies of the Warhammer Fantasy Battles world over the course of the 3 games that we're making, DLC, and also Free-LC.
Speaking of Free-LC, I can exclusively reveal that we plan to support Total Warhammer with plenty of Free-LC.
Get in!
And you're going to see things like new heroes, new magic laws, new legendary lords, and even a new playable race.
Tell me more.
Well, I will, because I'm going to share with you a sneak peek into the very distant plans for the future of a new legendary lord, and Andy Hall is going to talk us through Wurzag, the Great Green Prophet.
That really butters my toast.
Yeah. Before we get to Andy's top Wurzag facts, let's take a look at him. As you can see from this expertly decorated miniature, Wurzag is a savage orc and a frenzied shaman at that. Legend has it that he was turfed out of his tribe by another shaman. He wandered the forest for years until he chanced upon an ancient mask. This mask delivered a prophetic vision of the green-skinned god Morg, and this sent Wurzag whirring back to deal with his nemesis and rally the tribe to go and cause some carnage. Now here's Andy with a bit more.
So Wurzag, he's the Great Green Prophet. He's a tool of the gods, Gork and Mork, and what he does, he visits tribe to tribe, instilling in them a greatness, making sure they can be bigger and better. And also in the battle, he shoots green bolts from his eyes.
Thanks, Andy.
Thandy.
So we recently posted some information about how Lords work in Total War Warhammer, and it's really worth a read because there's lots of new info in there.
Yes, but let's talk Lords some more.
We will talk Lords some more with Andy Hall again, who's going to talk us through the differences between the two legendary Lords for the Empire, Karl Franz, and Balthazar Gelt.
We are basically the filling in an Andy Hall sandwich. Enjoy. Bite down on this.
So the Empire, like all the races, is going to have two legendary lords. The first one, as you probably already know, is Karl Franz, the Emperor, a great statesman, a powerful warrior, a shrewd negotiator, a great diplomat. But then we have Balthazar Gelt, a totally different character. He's a powerful wizard. In fact, he's the supreme patriot, the most powerful wizard in the Empire. He's a gold wizard, a follower of the Wind of Metal. Which means he can turn people to gold statues, he can make their armour melt around them, and he's quite a sinister character. He never shows his face in public without his mask. Something happened to him in his younger days as a wizard, and his vocal cords got laced with gold, so he has a very eerie way of talking. And he's also quite a selfish character, you know. He's following the ends of the Empire, and he wants the Empire to be great, just like Karl Franz, but he goes about it in a very different way. He's not there to necessarily inspire men, but he's following his own agenda. So on the battlefield, Karl Franz, as you would expect, he's going to have a great morale boost to him, a big inspiring presence, and also, a lot of the time, he's going to be flying on Deathclaw. A big powerful monster to smash aside foes. Oh, and he's got quite a few special weapons, such as a Runefang and Galmaraz, if you follow those quest chains. Balthazar, well, he's a big spellcaster. He's going to have lots of magic at his disposal. He's going to have the Staff of Volons. He's going to be able to channel extra magic into himself, and then be able to blast those enemies really good.
Are you okay?
Sorry, I was just imagining that I was piloting a dwarven gyrocopter.
Oh, that's all right then. Because right now, it's me talking tactics about the gyrocopter. Take it away, self. While dwarf armies are superbly defensive, they're slower than other races and don't have any cavalry options. This is where the gyrocopters come in, as they bring a swift and manoeuvrable offensive asset to the dwarf roster, able to circle around the enemy, harass them with their guns, and badly punish unprotected units. Gyrocopters are well armoured, though they have few hit points, so make sure you steer them clear of any enemy ranged units, especially those with the armour-piercing ability. Gyrocopters can be armed with one of two weapons. The first is the steam gun, which unleashes a short-range blast of scalding steam with a wide area of effect, though it has low armour penetration and is relatively inaccurate. This makes tight formations of weakly armoured infantry the steam gun's perfect target. The brimstone gun works quite differently. Firing a small searing warhead with the armour-piercing ability, it's highly accurate and therefore great at sniping at single well-armoured targets. Both types of gyrocopter can also drop bombs. Unlike their main armament, which will fire automatically upon targeting an enemy unit, bombs are manually deployed by clicking the bomb icon on the unit portrait. The gyrocopter's position markers will highlight where the bombs are going to land, so make sure you line them up correctly.
What an absolutely blooming fantastic episode of Rally Point.
I know, I agree, and you're welcome.
Right, Joey, how can people find us on social media?
Well, here, and here.
Right, great. I'm glad that's my face. Thanks for watching.
Bye!
See you next time.
Or will we?
Yeah.
Not you though.
Joey, what's that?
This is a Legionnaire bag, Craig.
What's that?
This is a beautiful bag that's now available on the Total War store. Look at it. Look at its embroidery.
It's really nice. It's got embroidery on the inside. Total War is embroidered. There's our famous little horseman. Really good quality. Velcro, zips, loads of storage space. You can store your pens in there, See these? You can stick a games console in there, but why would you? PC Master Race.
Exactly. And it's now in luxurious black and beige.
Excellent. Oh, sorry, did we forget? Look at the strap on that. This is one of the best straps I've ever seen on a bag.
You're right, Craig. Please buy now, or I have to stay like this forever.
We'll see you next time.